Hi everybody, welcome to this week's Insider Yacht Review. This is the brief roundup of the 3 boats that we have for you today. As always, the full-length reviews are down just below this video window. Click on any one of those 3 and it will take you to the full-length video going through all of the photographs and specifications, all the detailed walkthroughs and all the usual good stuff. So the 3 boats that we have for you today are all in the 100-foot range, between 100 foot and 115. They're all great boats, personal favorites of mine. So this is a bit of a selfish indulgence for me going through these boats. So let's get stuck in. Now the first one that we have for you today is called Splash. It's a 100-foot Rayburn. Now Rayburn are custom boat builders. They've been in business for around 13 years, I think now. Their main yard is up in Vancouver, just outside of Vancouver, about an hour outside a town called Mission, and they build fantastic custom one-off boats. So this one here was built in 2008. It's available now, 100 foot, as I said. It's got a nice beam, 23 feet, and the draft is fairly shallow. It's 5'11". Full fiberglass hull and superstructure. The back deck on here is nice, open plan. It has a real warm feeling to the boat on the inside. Going through some of the other sort of specifications here, it's 4 guest staterooms plus crew accommodation here as well. It's a flybridge boat, or an enclosed flybridge, so all of the main deck is dedicated to guest areas, as opposed to some of the other boats in this range, which will have a sort of a small helm station down here. But on this one, the helm station is up in the enclosed flybridge. It's almost like a sky lounge there, like you see on the tri-deckers. So it's got a nice big country kitchen, nice open full sort of 270-degree view out of the windows, the forward-facing windows, and the port and starboard side there. The main deck salon is a real nice, sort of comfortable, traditional feel, but not sort of over the top on that sort of traditional take. It has nice sort of king planks running down the ceiling, and sort of nice teak woods used everywhere. It's a real nice comfortable feeling, and it's not overpowering with that teak at all. They use cream coloured carpets and sort of neutral tones in there as well. So launched in 2008, as I said. Rayburn, 4 guest staterooms, still in South Florida now, as it says there, and it's a great boat. They actually have a hull available at the Rayburn yard for someone to take and continue the build. It's actually going to be slightly larger than this one, although it is based on Splash. What they're going to do different is they're going to add an enclosed sort of fishing cockpit at the back, which will bump it up to around 107, 110 feet. So that's available now. The hull's already built. It's about 18-month build time to completion, and there's some flexibility there, I understand, for where you would like the boat to be completed, as far as which yard, whether it's in their Vancouver facility or somewhere else. So great opportunity. Fantastic boat here though, Splash. I really like the Rayburns. They got some nice quality sort of manufacturers and contractors that go into creating this boat. So fantastic boat there. Next one we have, which I really love this boat. I like seeing boats that are built for a specific purpose and a specific need. It's clear that it's built for an owner who's passionate about something, that he wants a boat to enhance that part of his lifestyle, and this is definitely that type of boat here. It's called VVS1. It's 112 foot. It was built by Alloy Yachts, and they are a very famous yacht builder out of New Zealand. And this boat has actually spent all of its life since it was built in 2007. It spent all of its time in the South Pacific, around New Zealand and in Australia, and hasn't really come out there until now. It's up for sale. It's very recently come up for sale. They put it on one of the Dockwise ships. It came through Fort Lauderdale, so we had a chance to get on board and or sort of take a look and chat with the guys on board. And it's gone over to the Mediterranean. So VVS-1, 112 feet, has a nice big beam, almost 26-foot beam. It doesn't mention the draft here, but it is 7'3", the draft. This is a full displacement hull. We haven't done many of full displacement style sort of hull configurations on the reviews here, because typically, I mean, this is an expedition style boat, so it's definitely a true full displacement hull. But typically, you don't see that many of them around here, purely because a lot of people, 90% of people, do the Bahamas and sort of runs in that sort of lower 100 range to sort of 80-foot range. You don't see that many full displacement hulls. Some of the Bonettis have full displacement hulls, but it's a very stable hull. It's a very smooth riding hull. Out of the three sort of types of hull that you have, the full displacement, semi-displacement, and planing hull, this is the most stable out of the three, and that's why it's used for these expedition styles. That being said, it does greatly reduce your speed, and you can see that here. 10 knots cruising and 13 knots maximum. But with this style boat, you're not going anywhere in a hurry. You're using the boat for pleasure, and when you get there, you get there. So great boat, great fuel burn at that speed as well. And they have the Caterpillar. I think it's the 34 series that they have on here, 3406, I think. So built in 2007 by Alloy, long-range cruiser, expedition style yacht, 4 guest staterooms, and it runs between sort of 4 and 6 crew there as well. The interior on this is such a nice mellow interior, very social sort of feel to it. Has these polished teak floors or satin varnished teak floors running throughout the entire boat on the interior. The exterior up on the flybridge, they have a very cool sort of a teppanyaki style dining area. Teppanyaki is where the Japanese chefs will cook the tofu in front of you and then flick it up and you catch it in your mouth. I'm sure you've all been to those style restaurants, but a great boat here. They have a nice big tender. The tender is perfect for fishing and for diving. In fact, they've done over 7,000 miles just in the tender. The boat has been used sort of very heavily as far as the amount of miles that they've covered, but they've done big refits and rebuilds over that time. They had a big refit period during 2012 that both the generators were rebuilt, and they have around 1,500 hours on them since those rebuilds. So you can see from the photographs here, nice huge windows in that sort of main salon area. The salon area sits just forward of the dining room, and then they have a forward cabin on deck master and 3 cabins down below, and then the crew is back aft. So a fantastic boat. I really like this one. It has a nice big fishing cockpit at the back. Carries 2 tenders, as I mentioned, and it just purely fits a purpose. If you want to get off the beaten track and go and disappear off the charts for a couple of months on the boat, this is the boat to do it in. Moving on to our last of the 3 today, another Lazara. I like throwing Lazaras in there from time to time. They're another boat that's built for a pure purpose of sort of South Florida and Bahama living. This is the largest out of the three today, yet it has the shallowest draft, and we saw that on last week's review as well with that 86 Lazara that we did the review on. So this one was built in 2009. It's 115 feet 7 inches. It's their 116 model, 23-foot beam and 5.5-foot draft. That's an amazing draft for this size. Fiberglass hull and superstructure. It's here in South Florida. It's around the Palm Beach area. This boat, for the privacy of the owners, they've actually taken the name off of the listings. So for now, it's being called Withheld, which is fitting. So out of respect for that, I won't say the name on this review. So it says there it's 7 staterooms. It's actually 5 staterooms plus 2 crew cabins. It's actually 4 true staterooms, but off of the master is a study stroke sort of exercise room with a big pull-out couch, and that can be the 5th cabin. So really it's 4, but can quite easily be converted into 5 or 4 with a gym, a small gym. The current owners do liveaboard this, so it's a great liveaboard boat. There's lots and lots of space just for those 4 or 5 cabins. So real nice social areas in here. Has a big country kitchen, as all the Lazaras do, up on the sun deck. It has a nice jacuzzi, nice sort of social area, nice grill up there, and then at the back it has this big hydraulically operated swim platform, which is perfect for sort of staging water sports, and we've seen it on a few of the other boats that we saw last week on the Lazara and on the Sunseeker that we did the review on. So another great boat. It's very traditional on the interior, lots of sort of dark woods with a high gloss finish to it. Also has very sort of traditional style furniture and soft goods. If that's not quite your style, that can be toned down quite a bit by changing out some of the soft goods, but you only really notice that sort of in this salon area and a little bit in the master cabin. The rest is not quite so heavy on the traditional styling, but pure personal preference. You know, a lot of the Lazaras are built with that traditional styling, and it caters to a large portion of the market. So 3 great boats there. Like I said earlier on, you can click on any one of the 3 links below, and that will take you to the full-length reviews. I also have yacht packs available for each one of these boats. If you don't already know, then the yacht pack is a bundle of information that I have already created for all of these boats that are on the market. They're ready to be sent to you at any time. Just click on the right hand side here, the yacht pack button, and we put in the full brochure for the boat. Some of these brochures that I go through today don't have a huge array of photographs, so I will add some more photographs in there. I'll also give you a list of comparable boats, of boats that are currently on the market and boats that have sold over the last 12 months, so you can get a real accurate view of what its true market value is. So that's ready to go. Just like I said, click on that yacht pack button. And the other thing which I'll urge you to do is below here, the Be the First to Know button. Click on that, leave your name and your email address, and I'll just shoot you a quick notification of when the latest reviews are up and ready to watch. I do these reviews every week on 3 different boats, so I'd hate for you to miss out on anything new to the market that's a really good deal and probably isn't going to be around for a while. So fill that in, be the first to know, and I'll just send you those real quick notifications. So thanks for joining me, and take a look at these full-length reviews, and I'll see you next week.